Hey guys, it's Matt and this is the 6th episode in our Land Rover Series 3 1984 camper conversion. It's raining outside, this is our Landy, but today we need to put a top on her.
There we go. Whoa.
Way too easily. I'm probably not going to touch it because it might still be hot. And just knock the bolt straight through there. After cleaning up all the bits that were left from the first roof, I got some help to mount the new roof, but it wasn't as easy as just laying it on top. A lot of the bolts and hose actually didn't line up, which meant we had to push everything around just to get them to fit. And still, there was a pretty big light gap between the roof and the actual bed. So we've just got the roof on, we're working, me, my dad and Elle. We just put on the 4 supports over here. These main bolts, they are the ones that kind of stick the roof down in all 4 corners. Elle's working there on hers, my dad did his, I did that over there. And now we just need to tighten all the little bolts all around. The holes don't exactly align, but we'll try and make them, so we'll see. There's still like a light gap over here, you can see. So somehow this needs to be pulled much lower down. It's kind of a bit bent, I think, but it should work. At least now you can see how much more space there is in the whole Landy. It looks like totally open, which is much better than how it was before, where the cab was totally separate from the back. So it's day 2 working on the Landy, and as you can see, we're in a new space. We have this garage now, which just is perfect for working on the Landy because we've got that storage up top. We've got a tool rack here, and if we go all the way around the back, I did park a bit far in. There's a spare room all the way in there. And yeah, the Landy actually fits this time. Not by much, but just about. Today we've been working on the roof, so as you can see, these bolts are nice and new and fresh, and we've been sticking all those on just to make sure that everything is nice and tight. You can see me recording. So as you can kind of see, we've botched up this mirror in place, because over here the bolt kind of fit in, but the size wasn't right to fit into the other one over there, so we just got the washer around this one and tightened it to the point where the washer bent and is sort of keeping everything in place. So there we go. Alright, part 1 is done. So bolt head has come clean off. You can see, that's really hot. That is really hot, and I'm an idiot. So it's the bolt, the washer, and it will go in here. But as you can see, we have no hole. So what we need to do is get the drill and start drilling a little hole. Try to be as straight as possible. Alright, drill is done. Now, got to get the bolt through this, into the hole. Yep, that kind of fits. And we need to get a bolt underneath the nut, sorry. So we need to find the right size nut, which are probably these. And now it's a kind of little game of not losing the nut. And yeah, it's tricky to get in this little tight space. This is Max.
Hi.
Max is a friend of mine from Scouts, and he's come to help me with the Landy. He works as the assistant to the quartermaster, which means he kind of understands what tools do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
None of us know what tools do. So I entrusted Max to drilling a hole there. I want to come back and see if my Landy's on fire. I'm gonna go shopping. We did fix up the seat belts. They're actually on the proper mounting points this time, as opposed to the frame points they were on before. These are the proper seat belt points, and we know that because they were covered up like the ones down there. We still haven't managed to get off the rusty seat belt over there, but I guess we're just gonna have to live without it. And over here we've kind of got the new bolts on. Alright, so now that we have our wall full of tools, well, kind of, it's getting there, we need to start working on this. This is the back door, cat flap style door that just goes up so we can leave the pickup bed and the tailgate in there. And we need to stick a glass on because this is completely hollow. It also doesn't have the hinges to stick to the door at the back, but we do luckily have this piece of perspex, which is really dirty, but it should work for now, from the old door of the tub. So I've just been doing some work on this cat flap door. As you saw, we did cut the perspex to fit in the hole over here, but my problem now is with the lock, that it's just really rusted. The key is even worse than the lock, but we should be able to undo that completely and make a new one, or just clean this one up so it works well. And from my end, that's all for episode 6 of our Land Rover camper conversion. We managed to put the new roof on, and now the Landy is actually at VRT, so I'll make episode 7 when we're done from VRT, and we're gonna start working on the interior.